the World is Sleeping is set to hit select theatres and on demand on March 17th. I've got to give a big thank you to the awesome folks over at Gravitas Ventures for sending me an early screener to this movie. However, is the movie actually any good? Well, we'll get into that, but very quickly I just want to say, hey everyone, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning into this video. It is going to be spoiler free. I was very interested in this movie simply because Melissa Barrera was the big name on the poster, and I thought, wow, okay, Melissa Barrera in kind of like an indie movie, what's going on there? Actually turns out this was shown in a festival in 2021, and of course Scream came out in 2022. So kind of makes sense as to maybe why Melissa was doing like an indie movie before that time. And what can I honestly say after seeing this movie? Well, it's definitely interesting. It's got a lot of positives, but there is one negative that holds me back from giving this a really fantastic grade. The cast we've got here is we've got Melissa Barrera, Jackie Cruz, Jorge, Garcia, and many, many more. Going into my positives immediately with All the World is Sleeping, Melissa Barrera is absolutely sensational in this movie. She gives such a raw, gripping performance, a performance I've never seen from the actress before, and I've never doubted her acting abilities. I've always thought, wow, she is a great actress and certainly a one that is up and coming, but to have her showcase the talent even more in an indie movie compared to these big blockbuster movies that she's been in, it's just kind of bar none, going to be honest with you guys. This is probably going to be one of the best performances, if not the best performance you will see from Melissa Barrera. She just commands the screen and you are so invested in her character throughout the entire near 2-hour duration this movie lasts for. You go through so many emotions with her character Chama, because essentially the plot of the movie is centered on a young mother in New Mexico struggling with addiction whilst trying to take care of her daughter. So simple enough premise, but it's how she delivers this performance on top of the really serious tones that is touched on in such kind of a unique way, I will add that. And it makes it compelling for the viewer to really kind of sink in and go on this journey with her as she tries to battle that addiction and really trying to maintain friendships while also trying to raise this relationship with her daughter. That is her life, but the addiction is taking over that. So it's all around this fight. It's not exactly an easy watch, I will say that. It is a tough watch. As I mentioned, it does touch on addiction quite a lot throughout. So if that might be a little bit sensitive to some people, which is completely understandable. But the cinematography is also done really well here. Some really nice, vibrant colour shots, but also some scenes that get really dark and just kind of grimy kind of feeling when it needs to. And that I can really truly implore the film for, and Ryan Lacen, the director and writer, for really going all out and delivering this message in such a powerful, powerful way. But the one negative that I have that really holds me back from, say, giving this a 4 or a 5 star is the pacing really drags throughout. Now, don't get me wrong, I like a good slow burn movie, something that's going to really build it up and kind of really get you invested and truly, like, you know, glued to the screen, which I was for most part. But the pacing is slower than a snail's pace throughout, which at times I found myself like, wow, you know, okay, I'm enjoying this, but I'm also kind of deterred from it as well. So it's quite a hard movie to review because it's got so many positives, and I'm not sure if many people will check this out. I'm assuming with the name Melissa Barrera attached to the project, it might certainly garner more of an audience, and I think it definitely is worth a one-time watch. But just be prepared that this is really a slugger of a movie to get through with the pacing, because it really does drag. So going into my overall score, I could definitely give this a positive grade, and for me, this score and above is a recommendation / also a rewatch. So my score for All the World is Sleeping is a 3 out of 5 stars. So are you going to go check out this movie? Are you not? Leave any and all comments down below so we can continue the discussion down there. And I would love to know if you really enjoyed this movie, if you dislike this movie. I think it's going to be kind of divisive, as I say, with my negatives and the positives, and maybe you guys might feel the same. If you've enjoyed this movie review, give it a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel by clicking the red button down below so I can see you again on a future video. I do have a Patreon. There is a couple of levels that you can select, starting from £2 per month, going all the way to £5 a month, and they include a host of bunch of different perks, early access to videos. You can even request movies for me to watch and review on Patreon exclusive or onto my YouTube channel, and you get so much more perks, including merch that is coming very, very soon. So the link to my Patreon is down below in the description box. Go check it out, and I want to give a big massive thank you to all my awesome Patreons on level 1 or 2 for supporting the channel. It really means a lot, and they all have YouTube channels, so please go show them some support. And until the next time that I see you guys, I'll be seeing you later.